welcome to No Enemies Here, the show where you get your news for things that are most important. Take that with a grain of salt. Hey, welcome. I've reached out to a lot, I'd say about 4 or 5 reviewers who have YouTube channels, obviously reviewing war games, and I've got a good response back. So this show is going to be full, less of me, which is good, and more of you, which is what it is, right? And like I said, I wanted to bring this show like a Dice Tower thing, you know what I mean? But I mean, Dice Tower is just huge, so I can't even begin to comprehend how Tom does all this stuff. And by the way, Tom's a super guy. So that's it for that. On Artie's channel, which I co-host every Thursday night at 7:30, The Chit Show, we have, believe it or not, Thursdays at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, Dooch time, we have the one and only, the mysterious, the elusive, the hard to get, redundant, Ty Bomba. That's right, Ty Bomba. So, you gotta watch that show. I'm super excited. This week we were supposed to have Paul Rohrbach, which we will have again, which I was incredibly excited to interview Paul, because man, you think this guy's got a lot of games? He's got a lot of games. And super nice guy, blah, 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 and all that. I was talking about Paul Rohrbach. Yeah. So, yeah. And so we got Ty coming this Thursday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, PM that is. And join us, man. It's going to be a blast. You know what I mean? If you got some questions for Ty, put it in the comments, and we'll try to whip it up, because we actually have a good following there. There's about 100 people that watch that show, and 100 people that comment. And no, I will not be talking about my bathroom, so don't worry about it. But I will be making a video on the bathroom, so you stay tuned. And with that said, yeah, they scheduled me to work this month, right? Because I am unemployed. So they scheduled me to work this month, and I think it was the hottest week that we had on record, they say, right? So I work in the kitchen. You understand? The kitchen. And I work the last shift till 6:45. And let me tell you something. When it gets that hot, we revert to paper plates and paper stuff and paper to make our life, the dishwashers, my dishwasher segment of my job, easier, right? Because you don't have to stay there and suffer with the washing machine and the hot, steaming 160 degree water. And let me tell you, I said that twice, but let me tell you, for people who, for the rest of the world, it was almost 50 degrees Celsius. For our American friends, that translates into 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Let that sink in a little bit, okay? And we're on a time schedule here, so we're moving. And you don't move too fast when you're drinking every 3 seconds and you're gonna pass out every half a second. You know what I'm saying? Me especially. And what happens to me when it gets really, really hot like that, my body goes into panic mode and I become anxious. And When you become anxious, you breathe quicker. I was not having a good time. Plus, can you imagine? I'm one of those people that gives everybody the benefit of the doubt. Naively, that is, said by people, but you know what I thought about it? Because I get disappointed quite a few, many times, and I will in the future. And the thing is that giving people the benefit of the doubt it makes for a friendly disposition. That's the way I am, okay? Because I'm generally happy and friendly. I would say 90% of the time, except when I'm miserable. The other 90% of the time. So what happened is that when we used on the first day, because there was 2 days that I worked in a row. So on the first day, we used the paper plates, right? So we prepared ourselves for the day after with paper plates and everything that could be thrown away, we used, all right? So we prepared it, we went and get it in the stock room, brought it up, and you need a key for the stock room. Lo and behold, the second day we get there, the key is gone, and all our paper plates are missing. Now, the key is gone and all the paper plates are missing. Leads me to believe that one of my supervisors thought it was not proper to have throwaway plates in a 50-degree working environment. Well, I'm resourceful, and we have 2 shifts of serving. So in the morning we did what we could with real plates, and we took a beating. But near the end of the night, the kitchen keeps heating up. The weather outside keeps getting hotter. So it's really unbearable. And what I cannot believe, and I don't know if it's a single person who did this, that they would actually do that. Remove the paper plates so we don't use them and we use regular plates. Now, if it's a supervisor, the person I know, I'm so disappointed in this human being that I don't wish this person well. Quite understandably. But, I mean, everybody is innocent till proven guilty. Except if you're an employee, you're guilty, then you gotta prove your innocence. We were usually, and I work, this is a government type job, and usually when it's that hot, the union comes in and all that and checks us out, and out of niceness, the center where you're at buys you water, bottled water, so you can drink it, you know? None of that. No one gives a flying one, right? And it's the kind of job where they call you when they really need you. You come in and there's no thanks for that. So it's an incredibly thankless job. Plus it's a unionized job, and you have a lot of morons, uneducated morons, and I say that loudly, that work there and rely on the union, and this is not my job, I don't do that, this is not my job, I don't do that kind of crap that goes on, right? I'm the type of worker where I work as a team. I like working in a team that works well, right? Just like in F1, you got the pit crew. That's a team effort, man. It's not one man that makes that thing go quick, right? That's the type of guy I am. I enjoy that team camaraderie, right? I can't believe someone did that, man. I can't believe that someone deliberately sabotaged our health. I mean, it was over 120 degrees, man, Fahrenheit. That's, do you understand? And you're working an 8-hour shift and stuff like that. Well, easily a 4-hour shift at that temperature. So how much lower can it be during the day? What, 105? So I always get disappointed, always. And I analyzed myself and I said, well, that's the way I am. Because people say, man, you got to change that, man. You got to grow up, you know? Get off your knees when you talk to me. And also, how naive can you be? It's not that I'm naive. It's just that I am a bloody human being, and I give everybody the benefit of the doubt, which I hope people do to me. That's my rant. I've been watching too much Enrico Viglino. Hey, have a nice day. I've got the day off. The CSRs, I'm going to finish them. We're well on our way to have them posted and aired this month. This month. Okay? Because of everybody's hard work, including mine. So, be happy. Be nice. That's all, man. Have a great day. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with the news. Harsh Rules. Rules Breakdown Advanced Squad Leader Starter Kit Series Part 13 to Hit Mechanic on Ben Harsh's channel. Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials. And that's Robert Carroll busting my balls. Hold on a second. I'm back. That was Robert Carroll. We had a long conversation about baseball. Anyways, getting back to the news. Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials has 2 videos out. It's Command and Colors Medieval number 9. Calanesium Phase 2, if I can read that properly. And Grant Takes Command 2 Scenario number 8. Trevelyan Station Rematch. I hope I pronounced that right. I just ate some spicy sausages and my eyeballs are all wet. And I can't see anything. But that's what it is, eh? Andrew Chung, 3 videos this week. Down in Flames, Wild Blue Yonder, Stalingrad Airlift. It's funny, I wanted to get into Down in Flames. And I'm glad Andrew Chung does it because he is mild-mannered, well-spoken, easygoing reviewer. Down in Flames, Wild Blue Yonder, Stalingrad Adrift again, or Airlift I should say, and again another video. So these videos go about 25 minutes each on average, the longest being 40 minutes. The one and only, the master himself, STUKAJOE, has 1 video out and it's Western Front Ace, example of play. If you have Western Front Ace, look at the special thanks. I'm there with a letter missing. The man who looks like a vampire, Mark Felton of Mark Felton Productions, 3 videos this week. The good German, Marlene Dietrich versus the Nazis. Also, ungentlemanly weapons, World War II secret agent special guns. What's ungentlemanly? about a weapon during war. Can anybody say Agent Orange? For God's sakes. And also how Nazi guns saved Israel. So they had leftover guns. What? I'm not going to take the guns that I don't have from my enemy. On the Tank Museum, the heart of the tank, powering victory. How tank engines went from 105 to 1200 bhp. Or something, B horsepower, I guess. On the Tank Museum. Kevin Kitchen's Once Upon a Game has one video on his Traces of War, an unboxing. My favorite Frenchie who lives in England, Homo Ludens, Fred Serval has one video and it's PAX Penning preview plus a bonus Consum Game Jam update. This guy's everywhere, man. This guy's everywhere. He's killing it. Great channel, great guy. The man, famously known as Calandale, Enrico Viglino, has 4 videos. And unlike him, he does a video on Identity Rant. And Talavera 6 and 7 in wrap-up, plus Napoleonic Brigade series review on Calandale. The Chief in Bonding with Board Games and RPGs has 2 videos out, 60s, 70s, 80s, and RPGs Save Grandpa Part 2, but I think this was showcased last week, and Episode 14 Gunfight, Blade Runner Solo RPG Free League. Chief is getting really into this. There's my dog there barking all the time. I screamed at him when Kilroy was talking, but anyways. Nanguaya, looking angry. Nangui has 6 videos out, and one of the videos is still looking into amphibious assault offensives in the desert, plus Axis and Allies, World War I, 1914. He's really into World War I. Also, different staging areas and landing locations after some wise words spoken, and I think he's talking about Der Weltkrieg here, and Austrian 20th, 33rd, 35th, and 39th Division gang up on the Russians' 4th Rifle Brigade. Plus, pretending that Spence and Gable have asked me to develop their 1977... and Broodman's Austro-Hungarians' 3rd Army prepare to attack across the Bug River, or Boog. The boss, the real boss. Clark Commando 1983 Mark Ruggiero has 1 video, and it's a continuation of Avalon Hill's 3rd Reich 4th edition after action report Learn to Play number 3. Artie of Ardwulf's Lair, 3 videos, classless characters, railroading or just make up everything with Pat and Gary. You got me. Also, counterclipping number 130, the best of Gettysburg. Yeah, well, we'll see. And the Chit Show, that's what it's called this week. And it's Indie War Games without Paul Rohrbaugh. And I have my dog here giving me some love, nudging me. Why? Because it's 6:11 and she wants food. That's love. Dave of Centurions Review has 2 videos out. Worlds of Heroes and Tyrants Review. Eek! He gives it a you know what. But anyways, and Wargame Chat number 79 with his buddy Len, favorite admirals. George Hioris, Tikanis George, 2 videos out. Sturmfront Saturdays, talking smack about ASL with Carl Nogueira, episode 3. And Second Front, Madre, non un'altra partita di Stalingrado. What's the matter with this guy? This guy's Greek. Why is he writing in Italian? Prometto che mangerò il mio ... So he's saying, mother, not another game of Stalingrad. I promise I'll eat my... Whatever, George, you're going to eat. But it's to me, you're Greek. Aren't you going to eat moussaka? Jim Ozarski, respect. And we have Jim doing 4 videos this week. Turkey shoot for Ambush Alley, the bit before the power spike. And he's got 2 videos on that, one of 50 minutes, one of an hour. And then the Battle of Quatre Bras for Valor and Fortitude, and Battlefleet Gothic. Stumble through. I thought it was German, so I thought it was like Strasse, you know, with an S, a hard S. But it's not. What can I tell you?
Hi there, it's Neil from Diagonal Move here. I've mostly been playing Pacific Tide, a card-driven strategic level wargame set during the Pacific Theatre of World War II, all the way from Pearl Harbor up to the dropping of the atomic bomb. It's from Compass Games, it is card-driven and it is a 2-player game, but there is a solo assistant that allows you to enjoy that card-driven experience a little bit more than you would do playing it purely two-handed. And I've been playing it that solo way, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. I think it's a great little game. It's set up on the gaming table right now as we speak, waiting to be filmed, and there should be a video or 3 for this game in the next few weeks, so watch this space for this game. I've also been playing, revisiting really, Undaunted, and this is the Undaunted Normandy. It's the original game in the series. I've featured Undaunted North Africa and Reinforcements on the channel before, but I've gone back on myself recently and picked up a game of the original Undaunted game. I'm tempted to do a 10-12 video solo campaign. Not sure who would watch it, but I'd have fun. Operation Theseus, a game I have featured on the channel before, and it's a game in a series that I've featured a few times on the channel. I don't think the series has a name, but it's by Fuka Simulations. It's the same series as Crossing the Line and Across the Bug River, and it's the North African campaign around Gazala in 1942, I think it is, and I've been playing it by email, which is a brand new experience for me. It's the internet slowed right down, and yeah, I'm slowly learning to appreciate the benefit of playing using that method. When I play online, I'm used to playing something a little bit more in real time rather than by email, but it does give you a chance to learn those rules you may have missed the first half a dozen times you've played the game. So that is Operation Theseus from Fuka Simulations. And finally, I've been developing or trying to build my Frostgrave print and play army. At the rate of progress I've got going on at the moment, I will probably have finished it by this time next year, with a video the year after that, but it will come eventually, as I've heard great things about this and I'm really keen to give it a go. Okay, that's it from me. See you next time.
Pushing Cardboard has one video this week in its podcast episode number 6. Check that impulse. Tony of Tony's Board Life, 4 videos, a live unboxing of, I don't know, plus a Distant Plane Part 2. It's a short scenario, and also Don't Tread on Me, the American Revolution Solitaire board game, plus a Distant Plane Part 3 on Tony's Board Life. The Board Game Chronicles, 2 videos, a first look at Mr. President. Interesting game. Also a first look at 1914 Nach Paris on the Board Game Chronicles. GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer has 3 videos out, and look at that mug. That mug is of the OG, the original Grognard. I was going to say gangster or gamer. And that's Devin's mug, and it's Heroes of Bitter Harvest playthrough part 1. Also Aliens Dark Descent review, and Trafalgar 1805 Part 3 on the Gimpy Gamer. The Hugh Hefner of War Games, Wardy Roleplays World War II, 3 videos, French Turn 4, FISM OSG Library of Napoleonic Battles, and Wrap Up, plus OCS's Reluctant Enemies Turn 01A, and OCS's Sicily 2, Gela Counterattack with McMurray and A5A. Gela, huh? It reminds me of a town my mother always used to threaten me with because there was a jail there. It's called Gaeta, but that's in Caserta. This is in Sicily. 3-minute board games. 1 video. How Arkham Horror stole my sanity on 3-minute board games. Guy's got a great sense of humor, great channel. 74,000K subscribers. That's significant. Mo of Mo's Game Table has 2 videos in its Compass Games Learn to Play 25 Second Fallujah Paper Wars 103 plus War Diary issue number 23, a digital preview. Indy Nidell's fantastic channel World War II week by week. Week 253, Allies liberate Cherbourg in World War II, July 1st, 1944. And that's a picture of Bradley. Also, Nazis destroy last Jewish sanctuary, War Against Humanity. Hungarian Holocaust, the 6th of July, 1944. Let's not forget. Hissy Cat Studios, 1 video. Hissy Learns Warfighter Episode 2. Gameplay. Get the guns. Charles Latour, 3 videos. My eyes hate reading. Trying to read. Charles, join the club. Plus another fun day. Or not. Whatever. And miniature stuff. No HNC. Hex Encounters, he calls it. HNC. We gotta anachronize everything? Is that what it is? Well, whatever. The Blue Tweezers has 1 video and it's GMT's Red Storm Baltic Approaches Scenario BA6 Livestream number 3. Fanny Robb has 2 videos. A Academy Games game called 1775 Rebellion board game, a playthrough, plus Caesar's Empire board game, a quick review on Fanny Robb. The Guide of the Gamer's Closet has 3 videos. Don't Wake the Dragon playthrough. Don't wake him. Plus unboxing Gravwell. I've heard of that game. And Greed review and how to play. And there's a picture of Benjamin Franklin with Greed in the same sentence. On Gamer's Closet. On Tank Zone, we can watch Best Horror Board Games. On Tank Zone, 1 video. Smitty's Game Table, 4 videos this week. Alright, Smitty. Smitty analyzes and unboxes Twilight Struggle, Red Sea, his take on Red Sea. Plus, Smitty pays homage to Gettysburg Games. And General Custer and the 7th Cavalry yet again make a last stand. Plus, Smitty pays homage with analysis and comments on Kursk game on its 80th anniversary. Is it really the 80th anniversary of Kursk? Holy moly. On Smitty's channel. Hex Encountered 4 videos, a Most Fearful Sacrifice first look. Also Mythic League Baseball 1871 season. Really? Alright. Then a July 2023 channel update and Western Front Ace first look on Hex Encountered. Smart War Games has 4 videos. Fallout 2 Total Conversion Mod, Fallout 1.5 Resurrection, and Fallout Nevada. I'm into Fallout. Fallout 2. Yeah, I don't know if I tried Fallout 2. I tried Fallout 3 and 4 or 2 and 3. But anyways. Ukraine Abrams tank and F-16 fighters in action with a Ukraine War Mod 2024. Beach Invasion 1944 on Steam content and gameplay. Plus Berserker, a Viking board game on Steam content and gameplay. All this on Smart War Games.
Hi everybody, this is Dave from Dave's Gaming Cave, and I'm here in the Gaming Cave, and I got an invite from Dan on No Enemies Here to give a short brief on what I'm doing this week, focusing on in the Gaming Cave. So I was really excited to do that, and so here this week we're working on Western Front Ace from Compass Games and designed by Gregory Smith and Ian Cooper. And I just wanted to give you a little background now that I've played it a little bit on, if you haven't played yet, what to expect, and if you're thinking about getting the game, what to compare it against. For me, this is a game that I've been waiting for a long time. I think I saw where Gregory Smith said he was in development for up to 8 years. So it's been a long time coming, which explains one of the things I'm going to talk about in a minute. But the game itself is World War I aerial combat, and that's right up my alley. That's my favorite subject, and there's not a lot of games on that. So I was really excited about getting the game. I'm into my third career. The first career was as an Austria-Hungary pilot and didn't go well in my second group of sorties. He got killed. My next career was a Belgian pilot. It too didn't end well. He was in his second month and he got killed. And so I'm in my third career as a German pilot starting in December 1916, and I've just finished December and I have 1 kill and I'm still alive. So it's going so far. We'll see. Second month seems to be the month that gets me. We'll see if we can survive that. Maybe we can get a guy start getting some kills, but that's what I'm working on right now. The game itself is not overly complex. It's once you get the routine down, then you just have to remember, if you're using optional rules, which ones you gotta roll for. So I did that. The main thing in the game is this game reminds me more of great submarine games like Silent Victory than it does Interceptor Ace Volume 1 or 2. That's because when you play the game, you're going to see a lot more of the endurance and movement map like you did in the submarine game, moving into different zones, than you will when you were doing Interceptor Ace and flying for missions and intercepts. So if you really want a comparison, it compares more, to me, compares more like the submarine game. What I am going to show you though real quick here is just the way my table's set up, and you can see it doesn't take a big footprint. It looks big because I have the charts laid out, but let's take a look at that. Okay, so this is the actual game itself with the layout. This is my airplane map that keeps all my information, the type of plane I'm flying, my current base, opposing base, and some of my special maneuvers, and then damage for my aircraft and ammunition, and then my pilot status, so any medals that I have, trainings, anything like that, and my profile. And then this is the board map. Now the thing is, this is very much like Silent Victory, where you move from your home base to here and then back. You follow the specific lines, or you don't even have to use this if you don't want to, because you can do the same thing, just moving your counter along here to what zone you're in and marking off your endurance. So it's a very small footprint. I also have it over here with several of the charts that I'm using repeatedly as I play along. So that's where you see what's going on. and then of course your log sheet. So you just need it. Okay, so that's it for the what's going on in Dave's Gaming Cave this week. We're really working on Western Front Ace. Come check out the playthroughs and enjoy the rest of Dan's No Enemy Here show. And everybody have a good one.
Storm of Steel Wargaming has 2 videos out. Joys of 6 2023 show report. Also, Sharp Practice Rules review on Storm of Steel Wargaming. The Nerd Workshop has 1 video, and it's 5 games I like and why I purchased them, Volume 5. If you look at him, he looks like Pat Mastelotto, the drummer of King Crimson. 100%. War Stories has 4 videos, and it's the evolution of stealth systems in modern warfare and how the Holocaust distracted Hitler from basic military strategy. U.S. Army Rangers, the story of America's elite special forces in World War II. Also, the grueling life of a pilot during the Vietnam War. On War Stories, Mike Lambo, Solitaire book game, has 1 video because the other one we showcased it a while ago. Battles of Napoleonic Europe, operating the AI. This guy's cranking them out. Mike! I want it! U-Boater 658 has 4 videos. Traveler Companion Episode 19, Jump Week Party. Isn't there a con happening on Traveler Companion in Ohio somewhere? Ohio? I don't know. Plus MMP's SCS Day of Days intro, Normandy 1944. Plus Mongoose Traveler 2nd Edition World Builders Handbook on U-Boater 658. Kings and Generals 4 videos, Conquest of New Georgia, Pacific War documentary. Can the Russians' J-dams change the fate of war in Ukraine? Sure. Battle of Kula Gulf, Pacific War number 85, another documentary. And how and why Peloponnesian War started, ancient history documentary on Kings and Generals. And Castle Archon wants you to watch their review, Crying Blades OSR RPG on Castle Archon. Hex to Hex, 3 videos. Gettysburg 77, ooh, the old game. Plus Gettysburg, Across 5 Aprils, not that old game. And Quatre Bras, Ney versus Wellington, the finale on Hex to Hex. Legendary Tactics 4 videos, unboxing Dune Imperium. Plus Mr. President playthrough, first year part 2, example of play. And Dune Imperium, example of play teaching game. Plus Battle Line, full game playthrough, GMT Games, a game by Rainer Knizia. For our Polish listeners, Wojennik TV, 3 videos. I wish I could pronounce it. I can't. I don't want to bastardize it. But the second video is an unboxing, and the third video is a review of Carta Ventura by Lhasa Games, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I can give you in written Polish, spoken, on Wojennik TV. History Hustle, 1 video, the defense plans for the Dutch East Indies during World War II. The man who goes by the name of Jeff, 2 videos. My son first week as a West Point new cadet. Congratulations. My son's new cadet, July 1st, March. Congratulations, Jeff. I'm sure you're very proud. I would be. It's time to chill, relax, watch some cult cinema classics. Look, you got 8 to choose from just this week. 8 movies. Chill. You can watch The Venusian, Stranger from Venus. Come on. That lady was in, what? My God, Klaatu there. Klaatu Narita Nikta there. The day the earth just stood still. She was there. Also, Stranger from Venus. Why is it her second one? I don't know. With subtitles this time. The other one has subtitles too. One is colorized and the other one is not. That's what it is. Plus, silenced voices. The Hollywood 10 and the Battle of Free Expression. Plus, a film noir. The Chase, a 1946 colorized movie. And The Chase, a non-colorized. Plus, a Western, Salome. And the music is by Ennio Morricone. I know that much. Where She Danced, 1945. Could it really be Ennio Morricone? 1945. I know he did music for Salome, but anyways. Also, St. Martin's Lane, 1938, with Vivian Leigh and Charles Laughton. And Sidewalks of London, colorized movie. Same one with Vivian Leigh, Rex Harrison, and Charles Laughton. Relax, take it easy, watch a goddamn movie. ASL Scenario Archives. One video and it's IR90. Please, someone help me. Seldom practical. These guys are like grognards of grognards. What can I say? Dad vs. Son stepped that up this week with 8 videos and it's Aces of Valor. 2 videos on Aces of Valor. Plus Dad and Bob. Bob being that fat cat that's there. And Mission 1 to time 23 minutes. That is concerning the last 100 yards. Mission 1 to time 23 minutes. Plus going back to combat, fresh meat with Sergeant Up Training England. Oh, setup, sorry, Sergeant. And then going back to Combat Volume 2, Fresh Meat Campaign needs you. Do you have what it takes? Join voluntarily or be conscripted. The choice is yours. I would suggest you volunteer because he'll pick you and it's going to be worse. Another one on the last 100 yards and 1916 Campaign Mission 6. He's really shaking it up now. Usually he used to do videos on one subject. Now there's like 4 here, man. Dad, you're freaking me out. Timmy of Harebrained Games has one video this week and it's Harebrained Game unboxes Castles of Burgundy Special Edition. It's €1, Timmy. You know what I mean? Talk to me. ID Jester 4 videos that I could put on here. And it's Diablo 4 level 46 Druid Act 2 mission to complete. That's a Diablo video game plus the War Room Game Challenge update with a special guest. Continuing Diablo 4 level 49 Druid Chapter 5. And Last Epoch ARPG building level 10 Fire Mage through campaign. Thanks ID Jester for your contribution to YouTube gaming because man, you do put a lot of videos out and I know how much time that takes. So thank you very much. Combat Board Games looking at Comanchera, designed by Joel Toppin and produced by GMT. The man with the PBS voice, the Oaken Night, making cup holders for my game table. You know what? I'm gonna check it out because I need card holders for my game table. Why not have cup holders? Because we like to have a little something to wet our lips while we play the game. Thank you. Ruffy of the Rough Swordsman Wargamer channel is has is as who's he's. 3 videos this week, and it's the War Room 7/1/2023 10 Game Challenge update, plus Open the Box GMT's Under the Southern Cross 2023, a game by Mike Nagel, and Point Blank V is for Victory from Lock and Load Publishing, playthrough part 3. I have that game. In that box, there's a poop load of stuff, as Lock and Load would give you. Lots of stuff. Little Wars TV, 1 video. What if the Vicksburg War Game? You think about that.
This week on Seek Out and Play YouTube channel, we present Undaunted, Battle of Britain Learn to Fly, a video that covers the basics of the Undaunted series, focusing on how each round works, the concepts presented in the game, and an example turn drawn directly from the rulebook. Check out more videos on the Undaunted series, which includes Normandy, North Africa, and Stalingrad when you visit the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel. And I will see you next Wednesday.
Liz of Beyond Solitaire, 2 videos out. One is an in magnificent style review by Herman Lutman. Also, Cuba Libre game overview tutorial, a game by GMT. This is, I don't know who designed the game, but I tell you it's published by GMT. Did I just say that? Yeah, and it's a coin game. That's what I wanted to say. Simple History, 2 videos. Life inside a World War II Panther tank, a cross section. Now that's interesting, ain't it? Also, most obese, tallest, and shortest soldier in war. Really? God help us. Jan Heinemann of Let's Play History has 4 videos out. Auf der Suche nach Rettung, South of the Circle number 2. Let's Play. This is in German, obviously. An anti-Atomwaffen protest, South of the Circle number 3. This is weird. He's got these weird videos, man. These weird lives and all that. And also Toxische Männlichkeit und Finster Erinnerungen number 4, and number 5, South of Circle. For our German listeners on Let's Play History. For our Italian listeners who also want to see Riccardo speak English, Warlog Boxing the British Way, and also Warlog Boxing the British Way in English, so you can watch it in Italian and watch it in English for our Italian viewers. Compass Games has 1 video out, and it's Julian. Compass Games Town Hall episode number 68. Hexes and Soldiers, 4 videos out. Down on the Farm, the Battle of Umont, but that was last week. Also, Victory and Glory or Defeat, and Shame, plus Vic and Glow, Victory and Glory, Progress Report number 1, and Dash to the Danube 1805 May/June turn, Allied response on Hexes and Soldiers. Cody of the Discriminating Gamer has 4 videos out. Captain's Log, Boise, Idaho. I knew a guy from Boise, Idaho, man. I didn't know Boise, Idaho looked that cool. Plus, Guadalcanal Solitaire, probably a Worthington Publishing game, which I'm pretty sure it is, and Legendary Midnight Suns on the Discriminating Gamer. Gigi of the Geek Gamers has 1 video, and it's solo map making RPG, cartograph solo map making RPG. Come on, that was difficult. Give me a break. The Gentleman of the Player's Aid, 3 videos unboxing Downfall of Empire by Do It Games. Also a solo review, Warfighter World War II North Africa. Look at that. and card-driven games, a monthly debrief. Season 3, Episode 6, June 2023.
This week on 6 Actual, we look at Phase Line Smash from GDW. This is a solitaire and co-op game of the First Gulf War. Can you do as well as General Schwarzkopf did? Play the game and find out. Desert Storm action, served up hot, only on 6 Actual.
6 Actual.
Howdy folks, it's Meandering Mike from the Man Cave of Madness. This is my weekly channel update. Shout out to all you folks watching Dan Picoli's No Names here. I missed last week, so what have I been doing those past 2 weeks? Well, as you can see on the screen up here, I started doing shorts. 8 shorts. These are all miniatures. I used to paint miniatures like 30 years ago, got out of the hobby, started painting in April. I finally started finishing miniatures last week of June, and here's all the different batches that I finished. So those bunch of shorts, you can watch all those if you're interested. I also have videos that I did. Let's see here. So last week there was an unboxing. I think Dan covered that on the update. And then there was the channel update from actually 2 weeks ago, since I missed one. So these are the 3 videos that I did for this week. I did an unboxing of Votes for Women. That's from Fort Circle Games. Took a look at that. It's kind of an interesting, it's not a war game. It's a historical board game conflict simulation about the struggle for ratifying the 19th Amendment, gaining the right to vote for women. The women suffragist movement is the right way to call it. Not suffragettes was used at some point as a derogatory term. So suffragist movement is the correct way to phrase that. Another video I did, I got back to playing Tannenberg again, my playthrough for the introductory to our Weltkrieg. Does the Russian Second Army survive? The Germans have lured them into a trap and are attacking the vanguard of that column. Are they able to wipe out 4 divisions or not? Watch that video, find out to see what happened there. And then I did a segment called Hexagon Alley. This is where I take a look at old, dusty, crusty back alley of Hex Encounter war games, oldie moldy stuff. This one's from 1972. Simulations Design Corporation. This is designed by Dana Lombardi. Dunkirk 1940. Just found out that this was like a very short printed game, only like 140 copies. Not that easy to find. They do have copies on Noble Knight Games, ranging in price from about $60 to about $115, depending on the condition. But so you can get it. Took a look at this. It's very different. It is Hex Encounter, but it's in hex combat, diceless. Much better than, say, Avalon Hill's Kriegspiel. So if you're interested in finding out about this strange title from 1972, take a look at that. So that's what I have done for the past couple of weeks. And I'm gonna start working on a giveaway. I'm approaching 500 subscribers on my channel. We're up to like 400 and well, it says 478, so that's 22 away. So we're going to prepare the giveaway, and that'll fire off when we reach or exceed 500. So be looking for that. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, have your notifications on, and you get notification of that game giveaway. I'm going to try to give away as many games as I can in celebration. So that's it for now, folks. Take care. Ciao. Sending it back to you, Dan.
Hello all! Today, Kilroy goes off the shelf and onto my table for a weekly update. this week was ambitious. Maybe not as ambitious as my D-Day week. Go check that out a few weeks ago. But this week was dedicated to the American Civil War. And there was a lot to cover this week. I had a lot of games to cover. Plus, there were some notable events. There was the 160th anniversary of Gettysburg and the 160th anniversary of the end of the Vicksburg campaign, two very important campaigns and events in the American Civil War. So what did I start off with? Well, over the weekend, I started off with the first day at Gettysburg and went to the movies and covered a little bit, did a short on Gettysburg the movie. You can check that out. Then I covered some of my Gettysburg games. Again, these are the games that I own, not to confuse Stigler, who is easily confused and thinks that I was trying to say these are all the best Gettysburg games. These are not. These are just some of the games I have. And I covered that in a short, so take a look at that, and you'll see some of these games covered and discussed there. And of course, Most Fearful Sacrifice is a big undertaking there. Then we moved on to also covered the end of the Vicksburg campaign, or the surrender at Vicksburg, which was on July 4th. And covered some of the games in another short there, talking about the surrender of Vicksburg, or games that covered the Vicksburg campaign. And all three of these really are based on a campaign level. Then we got into the Civil War proper throughout the week, covering some of the littler games, mini games, and other games of the Civil War that I wanted to do like an unbagging of. So Little Round Top, which again was I did that on the 2nd of July, which matches up with the date of the Little Round Top flank maneuver. Hornet's Nest, Salem Church, which is part of the Chancellorsville battle, and Hornet's Nest was Shiloh and Chantilly. Also, and finished out the week with the Red River campaign, or the Battle of Pleasant Hill, which was in Strategy and Tactics 106. Also covered Rebel Raiders on the High Seas, which is a GMT game, which takes a different perspective on the American Civil War. It's a strategic look, but from a naval perspective. And also just talked a little bit about Iron Oak, which is tactical. You can actually play the strategic level Rebel and Raiders, and there are rules to match up with when you want to do a tactical battle. You can do Iron and Oak. So that was American Civil War week. If you stopped by, great. Thank you. If you haven't, please check it out if you're interested in any of those games. Now, what is the teaser for next week? Well, next week, I hope to get into after action report on ancient civilizations of the Middle East. This is from a GMT Games, and wanted to get that to the table and played that with my youngest daughter. Hope to get to the Barracks Emperors, which is the latest, which is a new release from GMT Games, taking off on the Time of Crisis, but doing a different take on it. And Seas of Thunder, which is, again, kind of an ambitious game, and taking the old War at Sea and Victory in the Pacific, some of the key concepts for that, but then taking it to a different, to a new level, and taking a different perspective on it. The combat rules in this are much different than the bucket of dice from those earlier games. Oh, and another different perspective type game, Pocket General World War II. Anyway, I hope to get all to that next week. But right now, finishing up Civil War week, and I hope you enjoyed it all. Thanks all. You can't get rid of me that soon, or that quickly. I forgot to mention that I did cover on a Coffee with Kilroy the Eastern Acorn Press paperback Civil War books that my mother and father and I, we bought, or actually my mom and dad bought them. I didn't have a lot of money back then. But when one of my visits when I was in junior high, or either grade school or junior high, went to Gettysburg, and we picked up several of these little books, and they're really not too bad. They're kind of high-level survey type books of each of the different topics, but there's a ton of them, and we bought everything they had there. This isn't the complete set, but we bought everything that they had at the Gettysburg Museum shop or visitor center that they had there. Anyway, I did a Coffee with Kilroy on that, so if you're interested in that, check that out as well. Now, back to Dan.
Wow, these are some interesting looking counters. Is that who I think it is? I can't wait to punch out Dan.
Dan needs a video. There it is. Dan needs a video. Dan needs a video. Oh my God. Hey, cup of Joe. I don't got time for coffee.
Another week, another show. Thank you to our new conscripts, our new reviewers who hailed the call of duty and came in. Diagonal Move, my God, don't make me forget now. Diagonal Move, Dave's Gaming Cave, I mean, obviously, Meandering Mike, 6 Actual, and Seek, Out and Play, and Kilroy, obviously. But there's more that's going to be coming, and this is just fantastic. Expanding this channel, and I'm doing my homework. Other than that, please like and subscribe, and support this channel. Funny, today I didn't work, right? I was doing this episode, and I just came back from work yesterday where there were 50 degrees Celsius heat, or 120 degrees Fahrenheit, and today was another hot day outside at 28 degrees Celsius, and I think the humidex was at 32, 33. Let me tell you something, I didn't feel it. I was wearing pants outside, having a cold one with my friend, my neighbor, in his garage that has only one door. I mean, his garage door was open, but there's no wind going in and out, with a fan. No problem. So, man, yes, you can get acclimatized. You just got to get blasted. I got blasted yesterday, and so 32 degrees right now for me before was unbearable. I'm wearing pants. So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, thank you to our new contributors. And I really appreciate the time you give here to me for my channel to keep it growing. Thank you very much. And it's the weekend. I've got 4 days off. I start Tuesday. And I'm not even afraid of going into work with the heat, because I don't think you could get any hotter than what we survived at work. Me, a 59-year-old fart, and a 23-year-old young man were beaten up together, but we survived. So there's hope for me, because the 23-year-old has way more stamina than I have, and I endured as much as he did. Good for him, good for me. Have a great weekend. Be nice. It takes just a little bit more effort at the beginning, but man, do you sleep well when you're nice. Ciao.